Hello guys and welcome back to TNT Madness. Today I'm going to show you guys something that's probably going to be one of the most awesome things you'll ever see. And what this is, it is the sequel to my original most destructive TNT cannon in Minecraft, which is currently my most popular video on YouTube. And this thing, it clearly outdoes it, but it also comes with a few problems which can be sort of fixed or sort of not. It mostly depends on your computer and stuff. So this is the sequel to the original most destructive TNT cannon Minecraft, which originally had a 9x7 amount of dispensers, and this one has a 10x12 amount of dispensers, so that's 100 TNT already, and it fires 16 TNT per dispenser per shot, so that makes it fire up to a massive 720 TNT per individual shot. This is colossal compared to the original 63 TNT per shot of the other cannon. Not to mention, 1 TNT is enough as it is. When you start getting it up to like 5, it becomes problematic. When you get to 63, holy shit happens. When you get to 720, well, you're pretty much going to crash any server that you go onto. So that is one of the main problems with this. If you go onto like a server, like a faction server, and you do somehow have the brains or the mind or the resources to make this, then you'll probably most likely crash the server, unless it is a self-dedicated server that can hold like 500 people. Then you're going to crash it. Doesn't matter what server you're on. Like I said, if you're on something like, I don't know what's a good example, Mineplex or something like that, you're probably not going to crash that. But if you're on some random server that is like made by Minecraft host, then you're going to crash it. Like, it doesn't really matter. Unless you have a self-dedicated server, you're going to crash it. So that's one major problem. So I would not recommend making this on any server. Also, a second thing is this uses a lot of power. Like, unless you have a supercomputer, mine is pretty much a supercomputer, then you're going to crash the game. I have to have all my settings toned down just to make this work, and I get like 5 frames per second when I shoot this. So that is extremely problematic. So unless you have a beastly computer, I would not use this. Plus, I'm not doing a tutorial because why would I? That's just going to cause enough problem as it is. There is a download in the description though if you want to see it. So now if we have a quick look at the redstone over here, we can see it is actually really small. It is really small compared to the other one too. It's only, the actual redstone bit of it is only 5 wide, as you can see here from the dispenser to the redstone, which is crazy small compared to the other one. And I had a massive design for this when I first started that failed, and they keep making it smaller and smaller and smaller, so I've been spending about a month on this, just perfecting it to what it is now. So that's another pro of this. It is rather small for what it does, and like I said, each dispenser just shoots 6. That's why we have this comparator clock over here, so it can activate all these dispensers. Back in the early versions of 1.7 I think it was when I made the other cannon, there were lots of bugs that prevented this. So now those bugs have been fixed thanks to Microsoft, so this is now possible. Also, another major pro of this cannon is that it can destroy up to an 80 block squared, like 80 by 80 blocks, up to over 300 blocks squared. So that's a colossal area. I actually did try to record me blowing up some area, and I did, but it crashed Minecraft, so I couldn't actually show the footage. I only got to see what's left of it, and so yeah. So anyway, you probably had enough of me blabbering on. There would have been a thing probably on the video that lets you skip to see this thing fire. So anyway, now we're going to see this thing fire. Okay guys, so for the moment of truth, I'm going to press this button and then I'm going to back away. And then you can see all the TNT fires down and then completely just obliterates literally everything. So much TNT. There's no way that you could survive anything like that. Okay guys, so you just saw this thing in action. As you could see, TNT literally went flying everywhere, and the first thing, when it first fired, you could just see a giant wave of TNT, like, it's like the ocean, sorta, not really, but it's like the ocean, sorta, because it's just a giant wave, and then it explodes, and it goes everywhere, up, down, left, right, just every single direction. And also, that brings me to the other con of this, is that if there's like a 1 in 10% chance that when it's like 100 blocks out that way, which is how far it's supposed to fire, when I did the calculating of it, it can actually recoil back, and it can recoil back hard. Sometimes it might just knock off like 1 or 2 blocks, sometimes it might even touch it all, sometimes it might destroy the whole cannon. But that is something that is major to worry about. It's not that I am bad at designing this. I spent like a month refining this. I got advice from other redstones too on this, because I just want this to be as good as possible for the sequel. But that is still it's still impossible to get this to not recoil back. It's just impossible, literally impossible. So that's one small little thing. But anyway, this cannon now holds the rightful ruler as the most destructive cannon in Minecraft. On the L1, there was one random guy who said I could do better. I said to improve it. He didn't actually prove it, but he said he could do better. So I think I've just wiped every other nominee out of the water. So yeah, I'm very proud of it. I spent so long on this. It was very tiring, but I'm glad I made it, and I'm glad you guys can enjoy it. Like I said, you can download the link to this world in the description and try this out for yourself. It is one badass machine, and I hope you guys do enjoy it. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Please leave a giant like and comment what you think of this cannon if you want me to make more cannons like it, and please subscribe for more weekly videos like this one, and I'll see you guys next time with TNT Madness.